Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and you are in my world-famous sipping den. I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol on this channel, and I do everything that has anything to do with coffee, and those coffees I always put out on Sunday. Now, you might be thinking, everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. It's amazing. It's too good to be true. No one can do it. You're close. It is amazing. It's too good to be true. But there is somebody who can do it. There's only one person in the whole wide world that can do it, and it's me. Now, don't believe me? Check out my playlist. I have it categorized and subcategorized in such a way that you are going to be shocked and amazed at how easy it is to find everything. First comment of every video is pinned. It has a link to the playlist that pertains to what I'm reviewing, and as you know, in this case, it is bourbon. And if you like bourbon, I got a hell of a bourbon playlist. I'm gonna tell you. Now, this is going to be an interesting thing. I'm going to do this a different way today because this was given to me, this sample, by Eric Toller. Now, Eric Toller, if you watch this show, has gifted me a lot of stuff, frankly. Different stuff. Wines, coffees, whiskeys, beer. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So we give him a giant shout out. The man's amazing. So he gave me some samples of this. This is Woodford Reserve, right? Distillery Series 2022. Woodford Reserve finished in honey barrels. What Woodford Reserve did, the master distiller, Chris Morris, is filled his bottles with the bourbon, right? Emptied them out of the barrel, sent the freshly decanted barrels to local honey producers, people who had hives in the area, had them fill for free, had them fill their honey, the barrels with their honey to give that all the flavor and beautiful things. That honey is what I want to get my hands on from the barrel. And then they gave the barrels back to Woodford Reserve, and they put regular Woodford Reserve in these honey barrels. Now, Eric said he wasn't crazy about it, and he wanted me to do a review and see what I thought about it. So what I thought I would do today, because I'm a Woodford Reserve fan, don't mean I'm going to like this, we'll see. I'm going to take regular Woodford, and I'm going to compare it to this to see how much of the honey influence we can get out of it, all right? They're both, it's the exact same stuff, but this one's put in the honey barrel, and I don't know for how long, right? They're both aged the exact same. It's this put into a honey barrel, okay? It's the regular Woodford Reserve put into the honey barrel. So, going to pour the honey barrel. I'm going to pour some regular Woodford Reserve. Tell me this ain't interesting. You'd be lying. The regular and the honey. Identical. All right. Let's smell the regular. I want to see how much different the honey is from the regular. Do we get the honey? What do we get? What's different? What's bothering Eric? Let's see. Typical Woodford, right? Nice. All right. I'm not doing a review of Woodford. I've done it before. I'm doing a review of the honey, and I want to see the difference and so on and so forth. Yeah, there's definitely. Yeah. It smells more woody. More, I guess, because it's been put in a barrel twice. It's been put in the regular barrel just like the regular one, and then it's been put in the barrel again after the honey was in there. And you can tell that. You can smell the oak in there. And it's got a lemony, zesty, slightly sweeter, but not a whole lot difference on the nose. A little bit of something I can't really describe, but nothing to me off-putting on the nose. Nothing screaming honey, because bourbon usually has honey, brown sugar type notes anyway. So definitely a little more citrusy, a little more woody, and maybe a touch more sweet on the nose, but it's mild. But I can pick that out of there. We'll try the regular Woodford. No, let me try the honey first. Let me do the honey first. And just to let you know, that's an acclimation sip. Let things go on. I've done a lot of honeys, so I kind of know what I'm looking for, what to expect or hope to expect. And when I say honeys, I mean honey finished bourbons, honey barrel finished. If you hold it on your tongue, if you hold it in your mouth, after your initial acclimation sip, and then I had a second sip, so the burn's gone. Now I'm holding it on my mouth. Now I feel, or I detect a sweet honey flavor. Not strong, but I'd say that about a lot of bourbons. Okay. Would I know blindly? I should have done it. That this was honey finished and not just a sweeter bourbon? I don't know. I think I would detect the sweetness. Now, here's the thing on this. It seems to have a stronger barrel influence, which shouldn't be a big deal because the barrel is with honey in it. But it does. And that wood, in this particular case, seems to be giving off a tannin. Tannins. Now, tannins are what you get in a dry red wine or tea that's too strong. It's kind of a bitter, drying effect, which was weird for where you're expecting honey and you're getting that tannin barrel. And I think Eric picked up on that. There's also, excuse me, an odd taste to it. Yes, not particularly off-putting to me. I am detecting the sweetness. I'm detecting, and now I do a lot of wines here, and red wines and stuff, so I pick up tannin pretty easy. And tannin's in wood. It's in a lot of things. It's on grape skins. It's on the stems. It's in wood. All right, it's coming out of these plants. It's a preservative, actually, natural. And you're getting that, and that's leaving a little bitter aftertaste, which if you're expecting honey is going to throw you off, right? I'm expecting a sweet honey, and here I'm getting that bitter tannin type thing, like biting or sucking on a tea bag where you get that, or tea that's too strong. I think that's what he's detecting. Let me try the regular Woodford. Now the regular Woodford is sweet as well. Bourbon sweet. Okay, it's at least this is 72. I can tell you what this is: 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. So 72% corn. But the regular doesn't have the bitter aftertaste at all. Now I've done the double oaked and the double oak, which you would think would have this taste. And to my remembering, and I've done I don't reviews on the double and the double. I don't remember having it. I didn't want to open everything or try everything tonight and get too far in the weeds with this. I just want to figure out what was bothering Eric if I could. Mm-hmm. So I think it's the, on this bottle, or whatever, batch, maybe all of it, does have a sweetness, but it immediately gets overshadowed by the tannin, by the wood influence, and there is an odd taste that I can't really put my finger on. Yeah, I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's worth, you know, $70-something for half a bottle. I'm going to continue to buy the Woodford series because I like Woodford a lot. This one falls short. It should have had a little more honey influence, and it doesn't, surprisingly. That's what we're looking for, right? We want that sweet honey, that you know, the flavors of honey, fresh honey. We're not getting it. And I would think that sweetness would knock out the bitterness, but somehow the bitterness, the woodiness comes through on it. I don't dislike it apparently as much as he does, because I can still sip it, drink it, and enjoy it. A little bit of lemony type thing going on too. Maybe a little bit sourness, but lemony compared to the regular. So that's the best I can do with this. So Eric, I hope you agree. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But what we will agree on is A, this is the best damn channel on YouTube, and you all know it. B, you're going to give me a sub, because you can't control yourself, can you? Can you? No, you can't. And C, Eric is a hell of a guy, isn't he? Giving us all this stuff that we can review, that I can review for you. Huh? It's amazing. The man's amazing. All right, Eric, thank you very much, and I'll see you, my friend.